Boom! All right, Bourbon Quest. Welcome. It's St. Patty's Day. So it's a special occasion tonight because tonight, and pretty much tonight only, we might do something else, but basically today, Bourbon Quest becomes Irish Quest because we're gonna do some Irish whiskey, lad. So, first off, I'm excited about today. Stay hydrated, my friends. So, you know, here on Bourbon Quest, we primarily just drink bourbon. But, you know, we'll do some scotches here, some ryes, obviously, and everything. But, just to let you all know that my experience with Irish whiskey is basically zilch. Like, I may have once upon a time probably done a shot of Jameson, but that's probably it, and I honestly can't even remember it. So tonight, dadgummit, it is going to be some uncorking. I've been buying these over the last month or something, trying to find what I've heard are good Irish whiskeys to share with you here on Irish Quest tonight as we search for the leprechaun. No, so all three of these, we're gonna do fresh cracks. We're gonna pour them into the infinity bottle. We're gonna mingle them, and we're gonna have fun because it is St. Patty's Day, lad. I don't know why I'm talking like that. All right, so like I said, hey, go ahead, subscribe, ring that bell for notifications, smash that like button, leave a comment. Let me know, some of y'all that have more experience with Irish whiskeys, what I'm getting into and what your thoughts are on these and how crazy you think I am. I don't care. But anyways, all right, we're gonna start off. We're gonna explore these because, like I said, I basically had no experience with Irish whiskey. Maybe once or twice done a shot of Jameson. But anyways, so we're gonna start off with Jameson. I figure that's the one most people are probably most familiar with. Distilled, matured, blah 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 in Ireland. Triple distilled, smooth Irish whiskey made the John Jameson way, Irish since 1780. Irish whiskey, product of Ireland. John Jameson, Jameson Marsh Smith. Alright, yeah, Middleton Distillery, blah blah blah. Alright, doesn't give you a whole lot, so let's crack it open. And of course, as you know, here on Bourbon / Irish Quest, we'll do a little pour into the glass. And then as always, we do our infinity bottle, which this is the overflow one, which I'm glad because I'm just going to put the Irish in there and then we'll mingle it in with the other one as it gets drunk down. But I want to see how these Irishes kind of do together and whatnot. So, little Jameson in the infinity bottle. Alright, so you know what? Ugh, I should do that. Nah, I'll just do it. And just in case, I got some pickleback mixture in case I wanted to do like a little pickleback off of this Jameson. Van Holden's real pickle brine will make you drink delicious. Shot chaser or Bloody Mary booster. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing ready in case I need it. I'm pretty sure I've done a Jameson with pickleback before, but just get this ready in case. Oh shit, I'm glad I did that because it's got a full on it. Don't want to be fooled. Gosh dang it. Alright. Ugh. Alright. Here we go, Bourbon Quest. A little John Jameson whiskey. I don't even know what I get. I get like little to nothing. I mean, I get like just a light whiskey smell, but no real notes or flavors. maybe a little bit of apple. I don't even know. Obviously, I don't know anything about Irish whiskey. Cheers, Irish Quest. I mean, it's sweet, sour apple. Does absolutely nothing for me. I mean, I think these are all 80 proof. 80 proof. And I do know that Redbreast makes a cask strength, so I'll be interested to maybe try that at some point. But I believe this is, yeah, 80 proof. Not a whole lot of excitement there, boys and girls. I get a little bit of sour apple. Alright, screw it. Stay hydrated, my friends. I'm going to do a little bitty shot with some pickleback and see if that makes it any better. I feel like that's what I should do. Alright, let's try it. We'll just do it straight out of the jug. Alright. Cheers, Irish Quest. The pickleback has better flavor than the Jameson. Anyway. Alright, so this is our Irish Quest this evening, so it ain't starting off that good. I don't know, if you're a fan of Jameson, tell me what you like about it and maybe how you drink it. I don't know, maybe people don't drink Irish whiskey neat like we do on Bourbon with Bourbon Quest. But that's the only way I know how to know how something really tastes and what you're getting for it. So, let's talk a little bit about the particulars. So this is, I guess maybe I should show that one. So this is a Green Spot single pot still Irish whiskey, triple distilled Irish whiskey. Same thing. In 1805, the Mitchell merchant family commined, trading on 10 Grafton Street in the heart of Dublin City as purveyors of confectionery wines and fortified wines. In 1887, the entrepreneurial family expanded into the whiskey bonding business, whereby they sent empty wines, sherry, and port casks via horse and cart to the local Jameson distillery on Bow Street. These were then filled and returned to the Mitchell's cellar warehouse on Fitzwilliam Lane. There, beneath cobbled streets, the whiskey matured for many years before being bottled and sold. To this day, Mitchell's sell a range of whiskeys under their Spot brand name. This rather peculiar name originated from their practice of marking casks of different ages with a daub or spot of colored paint. Blue, red, and yellow spot are among the lesser spotted members of this world-renowned whiskey range, but green spot emerged as their most well-known. This traditional Bonder brand continues to reintroduce the world to the wonders of Irish whiskey. Enjoy and savor, as this is a true gem. Tasty notes, nose fresh aromatic oils, spices with orchard fruits and barley on a background of toasted wood. Taste, full spicy body, a hint of cloves along with the fruity sweetness of green apples rounded off with toasted oak. Finish, lingering flavors of spices and barley. This whiskey is single pot still whiskey from the renowned Middleton Distillery, County Cork, Ireland. From a tradition dating to 1805 comes inspiration for Green Spot single pot still Irish whiskey, triple distilled, matured and bottled for Mitchell and Son. Whew. All right. again, we're gonna do green spot. So, all right, there's that. So there's a look at the bottle. Now that we've unboxed it, I'm sure there's nothing on here other than what we read on there. Alright, so let's get to this one. This is hopefully an uncorking instead of an unscrewing. Looks like there's a cork under there. Gosh dang it. Alright. Cheers. Well, I normally say America, but we're doing, this is Irish Quest tonight, so ready for a cork pop? Ireland! That's funny. Alright, so we're going to do a pour into the glass. We're going to do a pour into the infinity bottle. A little 2-ounce pour there. Man, you can already tell the color. Look at that color versus the infinity bottle of mainly bourbon. There's a couple scotches in there, but I mean there's like 300 bottles in this thing, and I think there's 2 scotches and the rest are bourbon and rye and whatnot. Alright, so this is going to be green spot. Let's see if it's any different, better, if I distinguish anything from green spot versus Jameson. There definitely is more on the nose on this. Like, I mean, not my jam though. I mean, it's like a little bit of green apple, sour, what was that, like green apple and like, this is why, I mean, I'm glad I'm in American bourbon country. This is like green apple and like sour mildewed socks or something on the nose. Jesus. Ugh. Alright. I heard this is supposed to be really good. I'm not getting it on the nose. Cheers, Irish Quest. I mean, ugh, God bless. And I heard this green spot's supposed to be good, but ugh, not to Bourbon Steve. This is like, ugh. Listen, I'm not trying to be negative. I mean, I've heard the Redbreast is supposed to be the best, so I'm looking forward to that, but some of y'all that have had experiences and enjoy Irish whiskeys, tell me what I'm missing or what it is that you like. I mean, I honestly am not trying to be like, you know, snobbish or downgrading these at all. It's just not my jam. But obviously a lot of people love this stuff, and I just want to know why or what is it you get from it. And also, if you do you also like bourbon, or maybe this is your jam and bourbon you feel about bourbon like maybe I feel about at least these two so far. I'm going for a second sip. Ugh, let me cleanse the palate. No, I just get like sour and mildew. Ugh. I mean, it has more flavor and taste than Jameson, but I don't know if that's a good thing. Ugh. Alright, I ain't gonna pour any more in there. I'm gonna do the last bit with a pickleback. Dear Lord. Glad I wasn't born in Ireland. And I apologize for you Irish whiskey lovers and descendants from Ireland. I don't mean to be downgrading or disparaging at all, so please don't take it as that. And you may feel that way about bourbon, and that's fine. Like, but this is not my jam. The pickleback does make it tolerable. For whatever that's worth. Alright. Alright, we're not off to a good start, so maybe the tides will turn. Alright, so let's talk a little bit about Redbreast here. So, I should have put a timer on this thing. Redbreast single pot still Irish whiskey, aged 12 years. Oh, Jesus, this writing's starting to get small. So, bear with me. Consider the definitive expression of single pot still Irish whiskey, an intriguing nose of dried fruit, spice, and toasted wood, a full flavored balance of fruit, spice, and sherry follows with a complex and lingering finish. Take a virtual journey with Bourbon Redbreast, triple distilled and matured in the finest oak casks, distilled and matured and bottled by Irish distillers. Product of Ireland. Oh dear Lord. Alright. Redbreast, aged 12 years. Good Lord. The Robin Redbreast is the only bird which sings continuously throughout the dark Irish winters and is one of the very few small birds that choose to winter in Ireland. It is enduring spirit which inspires its namesake, Redbreast Irish whiskey. Redbreast is regarded by many as the definitive expression of single pot still Irish whiskey. When the world demanded lighter, more accessible whiskey styles, Redbreast stood steadfast in its belief of the tradition and significance of this style of whiskey, and for the past century has remained the standard bearer for single pot still Irish whiskey. Made from a mash of malted and unmalted barley and then triple distilled in copper pot stills, Redbreast 12 boasts the flavor, complexity, and distinctive qualities of pot still whiskey matured in a combination of bourbon, thank God there's a bourbon something in there, seasoned American oak barrels, and Oloroso sherry seasoned Spanish oak butts. The distinctive Redbreast sherry style is a joy to behold in each and every bottle. Tasting notes: a complex spicy fruit aroma with toasted wood notes. Evident taste, full flavored and complexity, silky smooth with a harmonious balance of spicy, fruity, sherry, and toasted notes. Finish satisfying long. The complex flavors linger on this product. I'm not even reading that thing. What does that say? Single pot still Irish whiskey? Single pot. I should read this because it's educational. And I need to be educated, obviously. Damn magnifying glass is dirty as shit too. That didn't help. But of course they make this so damn small. Single pot still Irish whiskey is unique to Ireland and is regarded as the quintessential style of Irish whiskey, safeguarded and nurtured under the watchful eye of the Middleton Distillery for almost 200 years. Single pot still Irish whiskey is made from a mash of malted and unmalted barley and then triple distilled in traditional copper pot stills. Pot still Irish whiskeys are characterized by full, complex flavors and wonderful silky mouthfeel. This mark certifies this whiskey as a single pot still whiskey from the renowned Middleton Distillery. And that's the other thing, is like, well, from what I understand, Middleton owns freaking everything. There might be one or two small ones out of Dublin or something, but basically Jameson, this are all Middleton. So they pretty much have a monopoly on Irish whiskey. Again, right now I don't know if that's a good thing, but alright, so little unboxing. unboxing of the Redbreast 12. The bottle's cool. I like the bottle. Redbreast 12. And I'm pretty sure, God, I hope there's nothing different on the bottle than what's on the box. Product of barley and complex flavors. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Alright. So, Redbreast single pot still, aged 12 years. Sheesh. Please be good. Gosh dang it. Oh, pissing me off now. There we go. Alright, so we got another uncorking of the Redbreast 12. Normally, normally it's bourbon in America, but since we're doing Irish whiskey, here's to the cork pop, Ireland! Please be good. A little water. Make sure you stay hydrated, my friends, even with 80 burpers. I will say, I don't really give a shit about these two over here right now, but I'm hoping this is good, even if it's not, because these are all 80 proofs. I've heard the Redbreast like cask strength is supposed to be really good too, so oh shit, we did the glass, but we forgot to do the infinity pour. But I will at least try a Redbreast cask strength if I ain't searching for it, but if I come across one. Ireland goes into the infinity bottle. I don't even know if I'm gonna try a shot of this, just that, because that's the only three things in there are these 3 Irish whiskeys. But reluctantly, I will mingle them with the overall infinity bottle, because that's, I think, yeah, we'll just do it anyway. All right. See, I don't even know, like on Irish whiskey, like I'm doing my traditional bourbon thing, you know, swirling the glass, going in for the nose and tasting. I don't know if it's, maybe it's just meant to be in a car bomb or something. I don't know. This one does look to have a little bit dark. Well, it's aged 12 years, so it definitely has a little bit darker color than the other two. Cheers, Irish Quest. Yeah, this ain't my thing. I mean, it's better, maybe because of the age and being in bourbon barrels, but it's still like sour apple and mildew socks. I don't get it. Man, I was hoping that would be good. I mean, listen, obviously I'm an American, I'm a Tennessean, I'm a bourbon lover. I wanted to like this stuff. I really did, but I just don't. I don't get it. And maybe, once again, I apologize if you like Irish whiskey. If you drink Irish whiskey, tell me if I'm doing it wrong. Maybe it's not meant to be drunk neat. Maybe it needs to be on ice or in a cocktail or with a pickleback or something. I don't know. Ugh, cheers, Irish Quest. This is probably going to be a disliked video. I've not gotten anything good out of it. I hope you all have gotten something good out of it. I mean, I'm trying to give you my honest opinion. I really actually had high hopes for these because I'd heard great things about Green Spot and Redbreast. I mean, yeah, Jameson. I wasn't expecting a whole lot from, but I had some relatively decent and positive expectations for the Green Spot and Redbreast, and I'm let down. They did not live up to my expectations. Maybe I'm just wrong. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. I don't know, but all right, I'm gonna try this and I'll do it again with a pickleback. Well, the only good thing I will say is maybe this is why I love bourbon, because I ain't liking this. And, and granted, I told you I had basically zero experience with Irish whiskeys, and I feel like they're probably the least representative of the whiskey world. I mean, at least the major whiskey world. I feel like, number one, you got American bourbon. And then, a subcategory of that, rye whiskey. And then a subcategory, I guess, of that is American whiskey. So the rye and the American are not bourbons. But then you probably have Canadian whiskey. Well, I shouldn't say that. Probably some people would say Scotch. And again, I'm not much familiar with Scotch. But whichever one you want to rank there, Scotch or Canadian whiskey. And then you got Irish whiskey, which I feel like is only represented by a small number. And when you consider that Middleton is probably the big player on there, and then maybe 2 or 3 small, because Middleton just went in and bought everything in Ireland, is my understanding. Alright, let's try the Redbreast with some pickleback, and I'm ready to wrap this thing up because it's not been a pleasant experience. Maybe I should drink some Baileys. I think at least that's good. Alright, we're going to do it. We're going to chase it with a pickleback. Cheers, Irish Quest, as we search for the little leprechaun. As a shout out to, you know what I'm talking about. You, Keith, though. You're the little leprechaun I was searching for. Haha. Redbreast. Ugh. I mean, I will say the Redbreast, I guess, is probably the best of these 3. I'm going to say Redbreast was the best. It did offer some flavors and stuff in there, just not ones that I like. I would say Jameson was second because it was like there was nothing there. And the Green Spot, man, ugh, no. Alright, so this is Redbreast. What do I have? Yeah, this is Redbreast, Jameson, Green Spot. Alright, my leprechaun friends, we're going to wrap up this episode of Irish Quest. You know what? I'm going to try something else. I mean, might as well. I mean, what do you got to lose? Let's try in a rocks glass the infinity of these 3. That way there's less I have to pour into my bourbon thing. Alright. This is not going to be good. Alright. Sorry, the camera, I knew that I was running out of time here. The camera switched off after some of this. But honestly, I just did the. I'm gonna do a little bit more of that. That's actually not that bad. Relatively speaking, maybe but so I poured 2 ounces of all 3 of these because these are all fresh openings tonight here on Irish Quest with the leprechaun search and the clovers. But and I'm doing it out of a rocks glass now. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's not meant to be drunk out of Glencairn. So, cheers, Bourbon Quest. This is, I mean, I just did it. It's like, I mean, it's still not my jam, but that's probably the least offensive of anything I've had on Irish Quest tonight. Was this blend of the Redbreast, Jameson, and Green Spot. Alright. I don't want to drink much more. Oh, just a tad. Alright, we're going to do this last little bit. Mainly reason I was doing this is, I mean, I'm staying true to myself, the channel, what I want to do. And I will go ahead and pour this into the larger infinity bottle, but by me drinking a little bit more with a pickleback now, allows me to put less of this offensive stuff into the bourbon. Oh, shit. Oh, you know what? I don't even give a shit. Let's crack open. It doesn't go because this is a liqueur, but let's try some Irish cream. Maybe I'll do a video against bourbon cream. You know, it's really interesting because I like the Bailey's Irish cream. Like, and I get none of the Irish whiskey in the Bailey's. Like, now don't get me wrong, I love bourbon cream. I love the flavor because it has that bourbon flavor. This just has cream flavor. Like, I don't get any of this Irish whiskey shit in this cream. Like, don't get me wrong, because I love bourbon cream, whether it's Buffalo Trace bourbon cream or Jim Beam bourbon cream or whatever, but I feel like this offers a little bit more of a ice creamier note. And again, don't get me wrong, because I love bourbon cream on ice cream in my coffee, but I don't know, there's something about the Bailey's that's just really, really, I don't know, sweet and doesn't have that bourbon taste, but has more of that cream taste. So I think it maybe, I don't know, but I'll have to do a video against that and try the Bailey's and the Buffalo Trace bourbon cream both in like coffee, ice cream, and whatever. But this is I mean, it has that little kind of like minty chocolate to it, whereas I feel like on your regular Buffalo Trace bourbon cream and stuff, you get more of that bourbon flavor, which I love, but there's something really awesome about the Bailey's, which is surprising now that I've tried to give Irish whiskey a chance, because I don't get any of this sour apple and mildewed socks in the Bailey's, whereas like bourbon cream, I get bourbon. I don't get Irish whiskey and Bailey's. That's good. I love Bailey's. I found one Irish thing I like, Bailey's. Alright, so now this blend of these 3 Irish whiskeys. Oh dear Lord. Alright, with a pickleback. Cheers, Irish Quest. May you find your clover and your leprechaun. Alright, I'm done. Just please tell me, Irish Quest, what I'm missing, what I'm doing wrong, what people like about Irish whiskey, because I don't get it. Alright, that wraps up this episode of Irish Quest. But listen, maybe we'll maybe try it again next year. I don't know. But anyways, this St. Patty's Day is over. But I just want to close by saying, as always, I hope that my wish for you is that all your Irish Quest dreams come true. Let me say it again. My wish for you is that all your Bourbon Quest dreams come true. And if you do like Irish whiskey, then my wish for you is that all your Irish Quest dreams come true, you little leprechaun. Alright, listen. Despite me not liking these, I've had fun. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you found it informative. I hope to get some really good feedback and comments, because I feel like I'm missing something. But I told you from the very beginning, I don't have experience with Irish whiskeys. I had some decent expectations, and I was really let down. And hopefully you can educate me and let me know what I'm missing, what I should be looking for, and whatever else. I really appreciate that, because alright, that's it. Good night, Irish Quest, and maybe all your four-leaf clovers be found. I don't know what the hell I'm saying. Let's do something else. Good night, Bourbon Quest. Tonight, Irish Quest. We'll see you again tomorrow. That's a disaster.